Revolt 1857 did not achieve its military objective. It played a crucial role in this implication on this. Okay, so the first revolt 1857, what I know is referred as the first war of independence by V.D. Savarkar, because already they have given a year. The location, the period, there is no point. What is important, I use the referred as this V.D. Savarkar as the Indian national movement. See, the question demand, this is the reason why I kept this question here. It's saying the first part, although the revolt of 1857 did not achieve its military objective. Did not achieve its military objective. So it's saying one fact and it asks us to comment. That means I had to comment on this also. I can't skip this part. And I think 2 of your answers, I found that this part has been skipped. Right? So that will be the incomplete answer. How can you leave this? Just at least recognize that in one line. Also, you have given that the secondary priority. First, you have to say that it has. First, what you have to say here is that what is the objective? What was the military objective? Then you say it was not achieved. See this. Military objective of revolt, overthrowing British Empire from India. Simple. This was the military objective. Without telling what was the military objective, you are saying that it did not achieve. It's vague, na? You getting? So the question when you are reading, try to think in these dimensions also. That holistically understanding of, okay, question saying that it did not achieve, let's say that INC could not achieve its political objective. At least 1 or 2 political objectives you will give, na? Then only you can say that it did not achieve. Getting? So here I wrote one, outcome could not achieve above objective. Right? Here I could have written more facts, like led to the more British consolidation later period. But this is not the actual demand of the question. But you can't skip it because it's also a part of the question. Okay? So that was my objective to put this question in order to let you know that sometimes most of students will miss this part. They'll start writing from here. It happens. But my students should not miss it. Okay? So see this. Then simple list. Sometimes your subheading is going to be long. But again, we have to stick with the formula. We have to use the language of the question. So despite failure of to achieve the military objective, it laid groundwork for the Indian nationalism. Here one word I missed, that is the ideological groundwork. But we should do that. Then again, this map. 1857 revolt had certain centers. It was not pan-India. Southern India was not there. So if you are able to locate it, important, Kanpur, Meerut, Calcutta, Bombay, important location, then we see the nationalistic feeling started growing after the revolt, like these places. Nationalistic feeling started growing. It's showing it. Centers of revolt. So this was the value addition here. Then the political ideology, economic criticism, British like the D.B. Nauroji, social mobilization through the greater awareness of British exploitative policies, military school of thoughts. So those dimensions I try to bring here: political, economic, social, military. Militant school came, and here you have the nationalism point. Okay, so when it is saying like the vague word they have given, which is not direct, try to divide them like he has divided very nicely. That ideology, political ideology, economic ideology, those are only the national ideology. Right? Like yesterday's question, identity, political identity, economic identity, cultural identity, ideology, political ideology, how it is shaped, economic ideology also is there, na? Cultural ideology, how we see. So that was a good way of representing. And that's what the point I said yesterday also, today also in the beginning, that you yourself will start creating your dimensions once you know how to do it. Right? And so that is visible. And this was the thing we could have used, to broaden our points. And then here I gave the other side a small, see that directly I'm not giving the whole explanation on it, because they asked us to comment, not critically examine. But I recognize like the other side. Other side is that, however, it also founded the withdrawal of the Britishers from the social reform and also led to the divide and rule policies. Other side is that is saying that political fermentation happened, political groundwork created, but it also started dividing our society. Before that, Hindu-Muslim division was less. After that, they started the communalizing our politics. So that led to the negative side of the political disintegration. Right? So that also I recognize, but overall, then again, you have to come back and balance. Overall, this synthesis of ideologies and events formed the great Indian national freedom movement that led to in the later period. This is the conclusion linking with the what? Subsequent events. This is the second type of conclusion which we have written, linking the event with the subsequent. And mostly you can link with the Indian freedom movement.